As the political crisis in Sudan worsens, global humanitarian organizations have taken to social media to raise both awareness and money. But it turns out some of these accounts are actually fake. In her latest piece for The Atlantic, Taylor Lorenz highlights how some Instagram accounts claim to be helping people in Sudan when in reality, they're really just a ploy to gain more followers. Taylor joins me now on set. She's a staff writer for The Atlantic. Taylor, thanks so much for being with us.
Yeah.
Great reporting here. Really scary stuff. How many scams were you able to uncover specifically when it came to the Sudan crisis?
I mean, for this particular scam, hundreds and hundreds of accounts. And these are accounts that are generating tens of thousands of likes, followers. The most popular post on one of these accounts actually had nearly 2 million likes.
You're kidding. And so why is Instagram not aware of this? Or are they aware of it and they're just slow to respond? You contacted Instagram,
well,
right?
They became aware of it when we reached out to them for comment. But, you know, Instagram does need to be more proactive about this stuff. I mean, just the fact that even a single account like this could scale to 500,000 followers is, you know, it's kind of scary.
And so what is the end goal then for these fake accounts?
Yeah, so people start accounts like this based off whatever is trending on Instagram. So it's unsurprising, you know, this week it's a humanitarian crisis. Next week it might be something else. When the Notre Dame Cathedral is burning down, people start a lot of tribute accounts, get people to follow it. And then they'll wipe the account and pivot it to something else, you know, a few weeks later.
So the point is just to gain followers for whatever else you're actually promoting or selling, because the followers aren't going to notice. At that point, they followed you. They're not going to go back and
you don't
unfollow.
You don't get any kind of alert when an account that you follow changes the name or changes the handle. You have no idea. So you just kind of see it in your feed. You're like, did I follow that? So yeah, the account can pivot to a meme account and monetize that way, or they can just sell it off. I mean, an account with 500,000 very engaged followers is valuable.
And of course, the scary part about all of this is that these fake accounts are spreading misinformation about the crisis. They're claiming if you follow, we will send a meal to Sudan, which is absolutely false, right? You can't just send meals to Sudan.
And I spoke to a representative, a press rep from UNICEF, who said, you know, this really is not the case. It's not that easy. Also, you know, it's a total misunderstanding of what's actually happening in Sudan, which is a pro-democratic uprising. You know, it hasn't had true famine in years, although there are food shortages. Right. So, yeah, I mean, Facebook and Instagram both have a lot to go, you know, when it comes to cracking down on misinformation. So.
And when you reached out to some of these site administrators of these fake accounts, what did they tell you?
I mean, they're trolls. Right. So a lot of them gave, you know,
non-answers.
Yeah, basically, or they were just trolling. Some of them said, oh, you know, I'm just doing this to get followers. I don't know the ages of them. Some of them seem like
they just
teenagers.
Said,
yeah, the main account just openly admitted it, that he had no aid partnerships.
And then did some of these fake accounts take the extra step of trying to actually raise money?
Yeah, so a few of them did request money through various memes. Some people asked directly for PayPal. Others actually were promoting fashion resale sites and things like that. So, you know, who knows how much money was actually given, right. But even just, you know, gaining followers is valuable.
And what does Instagram say is its policy when it comes to these sort of fake accounts?
Yeah, I mean, all of these accounts very explicitly, you know, violate Instagram's policies, especially, you know, around misinformation and stuff like that, and, you know, scamming. And so, you know, Instagram did take them down as soon as they were made aware, but they haven't even taken all of them down, you know.
And they were only made aware when you, you know, brought their attention to it, right? It wasn't and you look at this list of how many fake accounts there are, and it would be pretty clear to anyone, even an algorithm, that these were going to be fake.
These were also trending all over. It was a huge thing. I mean, there's so many memes about it. So I think Instagram needs to be more proactive. I mean, Instagram and Facebook share just this, you know, somewhat small pool of moderators, and they really need to step it up, especially, you know, ahead of 2020.
And you call this the Instagram tragedy hustle, but it doesn't necessarily have to be galvanized by a tragedy, right? It's just anything that a lot of people are interested in.
Exactly. When the world record egg, I don't know if you remember the account, you know, that got more likes on an egg than Kylie Jenner. You know, when that was all trending and blowing up, everyone changed their name to World Record Egg. They'll hop on anything.
So going forward, what can Instagram users, what can we look out for? Like, what's a telltale sign? I mean, some of these are pretty obvious, but others, you know, maybe not so obvious.
And it pulls your heartstrings. You want to do good. I think it's just double checking everything, you know, especially if somebody's asking for money or donations or followers. You know, it's so easy with social media activism. You want to just, you know, throw a share, throw a like, but you really need to question some of these causes and make sure that the accounts that you're following are legitimate and they're not just made to get you to engage.
Oh my gosh, what people will do for followers. Taylor Lawrence of The Atlantic, thank you so much. Great reporting.